welcome to my New York City kitchen, where today we're making lamb stir fry. So before I take you through any of the ingredients, I'm gonna just turn on our pan over here. I have a high-sided skillet. You can also use a wok. You just wanna make sure that the sides are pretty high rather than a very small skillet, or you can use a cast iron pan as well if that's what you have available. So I'm gonna turn it on, medium heat, just to get it heating up. Then in here, I've got some olive oil. I'm gonna add in some garlic and some cumin and coriander, kind of a Mediterranean style. We're gonna put in some kosher salt, some ground black pepper, and a little bit of red wine vinegar. I'm just gonna grab a fork so I can whisk this all together. And this is our marinade. So I have here, it's boneless leg of lamb, and we've sliced it into thin pieces. Because we're doing a stir fry, we're gonna do it in these long strips. You wanna cut it against the grain, but that's gonna go directly in our marinade here. And we just wanna get everything covered. And when you're doing this at home for yourself, you have a couple different options. You can marinate it about room temperature, 15 minutes here, or you can put it into the fridge and have it marinate up to 24 hours before you're gonna actually cook it. So those are two options. We're gonna let this marinate and then cook it right away. So we also have onions, which are gonna go in our recipe. We're gonna finish with some pomegranate seeds and some pistachios. Maybe we'll throw a little bit of yogurt in there for good measure. But it's gonna be a delicious, wonderful Mediterranean style stir fry. So we have a plate here and some tongs. Our skillet, our high-sided skillet is hot, so we're gonna add in some oil. And we're gonna let that get hot. Then we're just gonna start to add in our lamb. All right, we're just gonna move it around. We're gonna make sure it's on high heat. Move it around, you can see it's starting to get cooked. So I'm gonna just flip over some of these pieces. All right, so you can see that the pink is going away, but we don't want to overcook it. So I'm going to take it out in a second. And we're aiming for kind of like a medium at the end of this. So I'll take it out before that because we're going to kind of heat it up again. So I'm going to take it out and we're going to put it I'm gonna take it out and put it on a plate, and then we're gonna cook our onions. So this goes on a plate. Turn the heat down a little bit. We're gonna put in some onions. So we're gonna let the onions cook for a couple minutes. We can move them around occasionally, and then we're gonna deglaze with some water. You can also deglaze with wine, red or white, with some sort of vinegar, white wine vinegar, red wine vinegar, or even some vegetable stock or beef stock or chicken stock. But first we're gonna let these cook a little bit. All right, so now you can see in the pan here that most of the liquid is gone and there's some brown bits stuck on the bottom here. So what we're gonna do is take that liquid, I'm gonna use water, but again, you can use something else, and we're gonna add that in and deglaze it so you can see that you can scrape up all of those delicious brown bits off the bottom here. And then nothing's stuck to the bottom of the pan anymore. So we're just gonna kind of boil off some of that water. And if you were using a flavoring liquid like a wine or a vinegar or a broth, that would just add more flavor and depth to the dish, which is great, right? That goes in, and then in a minute or so we're gonna add back the lamb, just mix everything else together, and then we're gonna get ready to serve it with all the other garnishes on top. Okay. So we just mix it all together. Just gonna heat it up a little bit. We have our lamb with some onions here. Beautiful. And then we have all of our gorgeous garnish, right? So we can put some yogurt on here. Yogurt and lamb is a really delicious combo. Just plain yogurt, regular or Greek. And then we're gonna put some pomegranate seeds on here as a nice, sweet crunch and pop of flavor. And more texture and crunch, some toasted pistachios. And then some chopped mint. There, ta-da! So there you have it, my lamb stir fry. Once again, I'm Abby. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.